What's going on, guys? It's Deathmonk here. Today I'm going to be talking about some rather interesting information concerning Season 2 of Modern Warfare 2 as well as Warzone 2.0. We're going to be going down the roadmap. We're going to be looking at what there is to know about this brand new season and everything else that we do need to know. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, hit the notification once an upload, thumbs up if you're really excited to learn more. Make sure you guys check out the blog post, which I'll link down in the description. And just before we get into this, a quick word from our sponsor today's video. This video is kindly sponsored by W Energy, a really amazing energy drink which contains vitamins, amino acids and is sugar-free. It also contains 0 calories and 0 artificial colourings. This also helps your brain with performance in video games. Really lovely flavours including beach and peach, mango, white peach cooler, very nice. Can't wait to check that out, as well as blue raspberry. I love a bit of raspberry, I don't know about you guys. Dragonade, including dragon fruit, pink strawberry lemonade, that'll probably be my go-to, guys. Also Dub Sludge, including Granny Smith apples and a very mystery secret sauce I must add. Galaxy Grenade, watermelon, guava and lime explosion. And got all sorts of rather other interesting flavours. If you're really interested in this, check out the top link down in the description. You can save 10% using code DM247 in their store. Make sure you guys do check them out. And without further ado, back to the video. Now back to today's video. So as you guys can see from this roadmap, we're going to go through plenty of things here. So as you guys can see, for Warzone 2.0 we've got a brand new map called Ashika Island, which is going to be used for Resurgence mode as well as part of the Ronin challenges. We've also got new points of interest called Suki Castle, Oginiku Farms, which I believe translates to Organic Farms, and Port Ashika, or Port of the Sea Lion. So that's really interesting there. We're also getting new features including 1v1 Gulag, a new public data heist event, which is part of the mid-season update, as well as the redeploy drones are coming back, and a brand new Search and Seizure contract, as well as Restore Honor Mechanics and a PWC watercraft piece of transportation. New DMZ exclusion zone will be on Ashika Island. There's going to be new missions, including a new faction called Crown, a new boss called the Bomb Maker, and a new weapons case. For MWII, we're going to get in ranked play, a new episode in raids during the mid-season update. New maps are going to be returned from Modern Warfare 3. New modes, so we'll be breaking down. New operators, new weapons, new bundles, new skins. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. Now, I'm not going to go into extreme amount of detail on this, but I'll let you guys read this for yourselves. So, as you guys can see, prepare to forge your path and create a legacy in Season 2 of MWII and Warzone 2. Set to launch on February 15th across all platforms at 9 AM Pacific time. Now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's going to be midday on the Eastern and 5 PM in the UK. So please do bear that in mind. So Resurgence mode is going to be returning with the new Ashika Island map. Now I did break this map down in a considerable amount of detail during one of my previous videos, which I'll link down in the description and annotated in the info card above. So that's really interesting there. There's going to be of course playable in solos, duos, trios and quads, with regular players updates throughout the season, of course. There's going to be a Restore Honor feature. So basically what that involves is every operator on Ashika Island will drop a dog tag upon death once per match in Resurgence or Battle Royale, which can either be picked up by a squad mate or themselves after redeploying. Doing so grants a small cash reward as well as a single UAV ping that marks both enemy threats and nearby supply boxes. So that will be extreme help for those who are not too good at that at Warzone. New contract called Search and Seizure will be part of the in-season update. So basically what that involves is reclaiming a stolen vehicle, either an SUV or a patrol boat, from Shadow Company forces somewhere on the island. After you accept the contract, the vehicle's approximate location is revealed on the minimap and as a marker in the overworld. So that's going to be interesting. So you're going to make yourself one of those most wanted, if you will. So that's really interesting to take note of. Operators must neutralise any Shadow Company forces guarding the vehicle, then pick up the key dropped by one of the soldiers and take it safely to the designated drop-off point. Expect heavy resistance en route to this destination, as Shadow Company have been rumoured to have their hands on some powerful hardware. There's going to be a new data heist public event at some point in Ashika Island. So during the second circle collapse, 3 uplink stations will come online around the map, allowing players to download critical intel from them. In exchange for valuable in-match rewards, squads can hack into and stand near the uplink station to gain the intel, but they will face resistance from Shell Company combatants whilst doing so. Download progress can be sped up by eliminating combatants, while other operators can halt progress through contesting the station area directly or using a DDoS field upgrade. So if you think about how the, if you remember one of the campaign missions, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was from MWII, when you're on the map Estate, and you had to use the computer and keep it away from enemy combatants for a certain amount of time. So I think it's going to more or less work this exact same way, except with multiple teammates to help you out. So that's really interesting to take note of. The updated Gulag will host 1v1 duels as opposed to 2v2. Changes to armor vests and backpacks in Battle Royale, and customizable perk packages and loadouts. So that's really interesting to take note of. Redeploy drones will appear during the mid-season update. Of course, to reach the redeploy drone, simply hook a cable up to the drone via interaction. After ascending to where the drone is hovering in the sky, an operator will be launched in the direction they are facing, allowing them to parachute down safely to a distant location. So that's going to be really helpful, especially on the very, very large map, like back in Caldera in Warzone 1. There's going to be a new combatant called Russia. Now, the Russian may not have much in terms of health or armour, but what they lack in defence, they make up for in increased agility. And a deadly short sword. This adversary perks or packs a pistol in case a target is unreachable for a melee attack, as well as many smoke bombs to use for repositioning. So that's really interesting there. Of course, like previous smaller sized Warzone maps, Ashika Island has its own secrets for operators to uncover, of course. Use all of these sensors and be curious during resurgence matches, and you just may stumble upon some legendary supply boxes or other items that may help you towards victory. So that's interesting to take note of there. From the first missions of our master to the uncovering of Building 21, the new DMC experience has significantly evolved thanks to a growing community. Thanks for that, guys. As well as mentioned in IW's blog, Season 2 will see DMC experience in its first reset, allowing all operators to start with a clean slate while keeping all permanent content they earned in Season 1, along with their insured weapon slots. Following the reset, a new faction known as Crown, available to MW2 owners, will add additional intrigue alongside a refresh of familiar missions and their rewards, granting operators new permanent unlocks like operator skins and weapon blueprints as well as contraband. Operators will be able to complete missions either back in Al Mazrah, within Building 21 if they have the keycard access, or by infiltrating Ashika Island. So that's really interesting to take note of as well. A new boss called Bombmaker. The one who rules over Ashika Island knows how operators will infiltrate the exclusion zone. I'm just going to call it EZ for now, and will be more than prepared to defend his domain by any means necessary. The Bombmaker's location is currently unknown, but operators will be able to find him somewhere on Ashika Island. Holds a new weapons case for Season 2, which contains all new permanent rewards for operators to flaunt within and outside of DMC. Al Mazrah's Building 21's weapon cases will remain the same for Season 2, and so be sure to grab those too if you haven't extracted all 14 of those rewards. New updates in Al Mazrah, so specifically the point of interest called Sadiq Caves has actually got the actual plane that everyone's familiar with from Afghan in Modern Warfare 2, so that's going to be returning. So that's going to end up crashed on the island. So that's going to be interesting to take note of. Just a little small change. Description reads, elsewhere enemy reinforcements have redacted, resulting in a subterranean redacted between multiple points of interest in the north. Also, we are confirming reports of redacted being recommissioned and ready for passengers on the main redacted, possibly this, in the region. Given the amount of existing reconnaissance in this release, the intel will be declassified as part of a tactical overview to be released tomorrow. So that's going to be interesting there. As far as Modern Warfare 2 is concerned, we're going to be getting ready for ranked play. I'm pretty sure everyone's familiar with that. That is going to be returning during the launch update of Season 2. Just going to go quickly into this, guys. It's going to be using CDL approved rules, that's Call of Duty League, restrictions, maps and modes, all while rewarding players with exclusive items and visible skill ranks to show off with pride. Work your way through 7 skill divisions, from bronze to iridescent, all the way up to top 250, where your name will be displayed on a special top 250 leaderboard. Earn skill divisions based on your highest rank for that season, including a set of finishing a season in the gold division or above for the first time, as well as unique awards given out each season. So that's going to be interesting to look forward to. As you fight to increase that skill rating, or SR, you will climb through a set of player ranks 1 to 50. This does not reset with each season. Every win grants a star towards this rank system, and every 5 ranks awards a new operator skin. Plus compete seasonal win challenges over the course of each rank play season and earn even more cosmetic rewards to represent your dedication to this competitive arena. So we're gonna be getting a blog detailing those rewards and rank systems soon. Now 4 maps for multiplayer at launch. So Dome from Modern Warfare 3. That's going to be returning to the game. And now I think you can actually play this early as part of going on the map and the Warzone 2.0 map that's currently in game, as well as a Pacific cooperative mode. I think, if I'm not mistaken, let me just get that information back on my screen. Is part of, let me find it, I think it's Gun Game MWII in the cooperative section, so make sure you guys do check that out. Zaya Observatory, again, you can actually play this as part of the exact same Gun Game MWII mission, or you can be able to find it in Warzone 2.0 as well. Now this can be a battle map, so the battle map version encompasses the entire science facility and adjacent cliff sides. Observant operators will find solace among the mountainside flank routes, while a narrow space for vehicles, tanks and other armoured vehicles can be used to effectively hold critical choke points. With main thoroughfares cut off, infantry should resort to navigating the facility buildings to bypass any vehicle obstructions. When you have no other option but to sprint across an exposed road, be sure to keep smokes equipped to deter any rooftop sniper fire. So that's really interesting there. Al-Malik International, so this is the airport within Warzone 2.0. Located at the southern tip of Al-Mazrah, this modern airport mixes traditional and modern architecture to host both business and leisure activities, and will be available in ground war and invasion mode. So this battle map version of this locale comprises of the tarmac and main airport buildings, allowing operators to take hold in all the familiar spaces within the terminal, or to take to the roof with more advantageous angles. Meanwhile, those looking for vehicular combat have plenty of runway to use for getting around the battle map quickly. Now, the only thing that we don't know is whether the original aeroplane that was used in the original terminal maps from the original series of Modern Warfare will be in the game or not, but hopefully it will. I haven't seen any direct confirmation of that at this present moment in time, but we'll have to wait and see. Valderas Museum. Actually, just before I go into... Did I just go into that? Yeah. Similar to the Zaya Observatory, not much is different between that map called Al-Malik International and the point of interest within Battle Royale or DMC, save for the boundaries to keep matches focused within the area. So bear that in mind. Valderas Museum. Now that's going to be returning for the first time since the Modern Warfare 2 beta of week 1. Now I believe I do have some gameplay of this, so if you just give me 1 sec. So as you guys can see, I'm currently playing back some old footage from the Modern Warfare 2 beta, back when this map did exist. Now the reason it was taken down was because there were some discrepancies about the ownership of the map, if that makes sense. So when I say ownership, I mean, if you think about this map, it was actually set in Ronda in Spain in the Modern Warfare 2 game, but in real life I believe it's set somewhere else in Europe. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's Italy or something like that. But the owners of the actual museum in real life have basically put in complaints in a similar fashion to what happened with the Formula 1 racetrack, if that makes sense, with some sort of like discrepancies, how they've used real life graphics, if that makes sense, with the game without that permission, so to speak. So we didn't have a direct confirmation from Infinity Ward or Activision to stating why they've decided to remove it in the first place, but the information that we have available to us is the people who own the building in real life weren't particularly happy about Modern Warfare 2 Infinity Ward or Activision using their building without necessarily getting their permission from them, if that makes sense. So there's kind of breach copyright, if that makes sense. So that's really interesting to take note of. But hopefully, we don't have a direct image on their blog post seeing what the new version of Valderas Museum looks like, but let me know what you guys thought of that map in the comments box down below for those who have got the opportunity to play it. So that's interesting to take note of there. On top of this, I believe we've also got some interesting information concerning Gun Game, as well as Infected. So Infected, of course, the 18-person free-for-all mode. For those who don't know, infected operators must avoid the chosen infected player at all costs. Every survivor eliminated joins the affected team until none remain until the 5-minute time period elapses. Basically, jump into this game mode for friends or make some of your own in the 18-person lobby. Just don't get too attached to those who may wind up joining the infected ranks. Gun game is also going to be returning as part of the launch update. Of course, for those who don't know, every ranged elimination awards a different weapon, while melee eliminations, that's a mouthful, put your opponent one weapon back in the 18-weapon rotation. And of course, in order to win the match, you have to eliminate an enemy with a throwing knife. Grind is also going to be returning from Modern Warfare 3. Kill confirmed with an added twist. Enemy dog tags are stackable and must be banked up one of 2 fixed locations. So that's going to be returning. Hardcore is also going to be replacing Tier 1 players at the start of Season 2. The only difference being that it's going to be decreased health that cannot be replenished after sim shots, as well as a limited heads-up display. Now, that's going to be interesting to take note of there, guys. Those who are interested in camo grinding. Drop Zone is going to be returning during the mid-season update from Modern Warfare 3. For those who don't know, derivative of Hardpoint, Drop Zone sends a care package down into occupied drop zone areas every 15 seconds. For those who want to try and get those eliminations using kill streaks. All or Nothing is going to be coming again during the mid-season update. Throwing knives and a pistol with no ammo, can you rack up 20 eliminations to win the special free-for-all party game mode? Now, you're going to start off with Scavenger, but it'll allow you to get the more eliminations you get, the more ammo you get, basically, if that makes sense. Won the Chamber in Season, as the name implies, every operator gets a handgun with 1 bullet in the chamber for this free-for-all variant. Every elimination awards an additional bullet, and operators only have 3 respawns, so that's going to be interesting to look forward to. If you want to see some gameplay of that, let me know in the comments box down below. Raid Episode 2 is going to be coming mid-season. Atom Grab was just the beginning. Price, Farah and Gaz will be back later in Season 2 with Episode 2 of the Raids, and continuation of the Modern Warfare 2 campaign. Now, for those who don't know, towards the end of the Modern Warfare 2 campaign, we actually get to hear a lot about a certain individual that we actually took on already in Modern Warfare 3. Now, for those who don't know, I'm pretty sure everyone knows who that is by now, Vladimir Makarov. So that's going to be really interesting to look forward to there. Just a general overview, Walk the Path of the Ronin launch event. Now, this was one of the things that was mentioned on the roadmap up here. So, Path of the Ronin is going to be part of Warzone 2.0. Beginning of Season 2, the Path of the Ronin challenges will present all operators with 7 challenges to be completed in Warzone 2.0 or MWII based on the 7 virtues of Bushido: integrity, respect, courage, honour, compassion, sincerity and loyalty. Each challenge comes with a reward for completion, such as gun screen or a weapon charm. So that's interesting there. Complete all 7 of these challenges in Warzone 2.0 or MWII and get the new crossbow functional weapon for free. So that's really interesting there. There's also going to be the ISO Hamlock Assault Rifle as part of the ISO platform. Free within the Season 2 Battle Pass. A powerful enhanced rifle from Expedite Firearms is designed to take both F5.56 and subsonic .3 BLK ammunition. So that's going to be interesting there. The KV Broadside Shotgun as part of the Cast-Off platform. Free weapon again in the Battle Pass. Bringing the power of the 12 gauge to the Cast-Off platform, the KV Broadside is the fastest firing semi-auto firearm in the shotgun class. The dual Kodachi's melee weapon. Again, another weapon in the Battle Pass is for free. A powerful melee weapon that can quickly move towards a target with a longer range attack. Each swipe has an impressive range and faster forward motion towards enemies compared to the knife melee weapon, though this comes at a slight cost, a slower strafe and sprint speed. Now, as I guess, for those who don't know, the crossbows can be coming during the launch window. Silent and agile, this high-performance crossbow fires 20-inch bolts with exceptional lethality. Exclusive customization, distinct functionality, and unique ammunition types put this weapon in a class of its own. Standard 20-inch bolts are recoverable and are undetected by trophy systems. Now, how to unlock complete all 7 Path of the Ronin event challenges I've just mentioned, and purchase via the store bundle. Also expect a new marksman rifle called the Tempest Torrent to be available in mid-season update, as well as a new lethal equipment piece called the Shuriken. So that's something interesting to look forward to there. The new PWC vehicle, complementing the armoured patrol bot in the mid-size RHIB. The personal watercraft, or PWC, is a nimble seacraft capable of swiftly carrying up to 2 operators across any body of water in a Sheikah Island or Al Masra. Consider it the ATV of the sea, one of the faster ways to get around the map with little protection for its driver and one passenger. Although considerably weak to damage compared to the other watercrafts, the PWC's quick speed makes it a harder target to hit. Ronin will return at launch, aka Daniel Shinoda. Now, returning from the Modern Warfare 2019, Ronin is the ex-Special Forces player known for his mastery of multiple fighting styles and unconventional warfare. Although his name when translated means wanderer, which came about during the feudal era of Japan when a samurai had no master. So that's really interesting there. From the ashes of Armistice, Ronin took it upon himself to maintain balance between different factions as a war spilled over to Urzikstan and now Mazrith. So that's really interesting to take note of there. Sony Combat Pack available during the launch window. Of course, PlayStation Plus subscribers already have their own Samurai Descendant ready to face the trials for Sheikah Island. Shortly after the launch of Season 2, Hiro Oni Watanabe will get a new set of gear, the Oni Pyroclast operator skin, that suits the journey of those wanting to take on the Samurai Code. So that's really interesting, and that will include the Oni Carver SMG blueprint, the skin itself, the Oni Slasher assault rifle blueprint, the Yoroi weapon charm, Crimson Oni animated calling card, the Golden Dragonfly sticker, and the Grinning Oni emblem. And that will be available on February the 22nd. Prestige levels will be upped to or increased to 500. Now, usual rules apply. So basically, the prestige rank camp will be increased to 10, and every 50 levels you'll unlock a new prestige emblem. So prestige 6 will be unlocked at level 300, 7 at 350, 8 at 400, 9 at 450, and 10 at 500. Now, don't forget, guys, the current cap at the moment is 250. So, of course, if you only, let's say if you managed, 230 during the current season, and you don't get to 250 before the end of the season, that'll get reset all the way back down to 200. Similar fashion to what happened with Modern Warfare 2019. So bear that in mind. And if it's, let's say, if you didn't reach, let's say, rank 55 towards the end of this current season, that again, like I say, will be reset all the way back down to 1 again. So basically, guys, do get these levels completed before the end of the season. Combat record and leaderboard update. So Warzone 2.0 combat records will come online as part of Season 2. The stats present in the Warzone 2.0 combat record will only be from the activation date forward and will not include statistics from Season 1. That's only for Warzone 2.0, guys. Furthermore, leaderboards from Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer will be online as part of Season 2. So please do bear that in mind. So any statistics that you get during Season 1 in Warzone 2.0 will not count and will be reset back to 0 during Season 2 update. That's only for Warzone 2.0, so make sure you guys make yourselves aware of that. There's also going to be, what's that information I forgot to discuss with you guys. We've also got new arrivals coming into the Call of Duty shop. We're going to get upgrades. Modern Warfare 2 get rewarded in Warzone 2.0. So that's really interesting to make note of, guys. So I want to know what you guys' thoughts are. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the thumbs up button. If you're not channel, please smash the subscribe button. Don't forget notification bells to see more videos. And I'll see you soon with another video, guys. Make sure you guys check out the playlist for more videos as well, which I'll link in the end of this video. Until the next episode, peace out.